This is a video that nobody want to hear, but everybody need to hear. You know, I understand that you can't control everything in life, right? You can't control everything in life, I know. But as long as people never point the finger at themselves, they're going to keep making the same mistakes. A lot of people say it's not my fault they cheated. It's not my fault they did this. It's not my fault they did that. You're right. It's not my fault that women lie. It's not my fault that women will try to come in your inbox that don't even know you and try to act like you're some special person, and then if you reciprocate, they'll flake. That's not my fault. It's not my fault that they play games. It's not my fault that they use men for dates. It's not my fault that some women only want men for money and all that, right? But it is my fault if I choose those women. No way around it. And that's what people need to understand. If you say, oh, it ain't my fault, it didn't work, blah, 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 you're missing the biggest point of all. And that is who you chose. That is your fault. No way around that. Run, you can get off the video. I see people leaving. That's fine. You're going to hear this truth today. At the end of the day, we all must accept that we chose those people, no matter what. That's why you don't hear me talking bad about an ex. I could think of things that they did. Yeah, it's not my fault they did this or that, or this or that. Oh, well, it is what it is, but I still chose those people. So it is my fault. At the end of the fucking day, I chose them. And until you choose the right person, I say this all the time on videos, because people still don't get it. They still think that it has nothing to do with who they choose and everything to do with who they are and all that. No, it's about who you choose. It's not your fault if they switch up, right? But you still chose that person. You got to live with what you choose, man. No way around it. You hear it all the time on Facebook. Men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. But you're choosing these women or men. So you must be held accountable just as much. Or keep choosing the same motherfuckers that are not good for you. That's what's going to happen, because you're not admitting that that is a problem. That is part of... You know why relationships succeed? Because two people pick the right person. That's why they succeed. There's no other way a relationship succeeds. All this good sex, you could do this, you do that, and do this and do that and make a person happy. It don't matter if you pick the wrong person, because you could do the best job ever and that person could flip on you. So if you pick the wrong person, you're done. It don't matter what you do. Just like sports, you could be Tom Brady, but you ain't got no team. It don't matter. You ain't got no defense. Don't matter what you do. If you don't got a good teammate to make a relationship work forever, you're done. So y'all play around with it too much. Like, oh, it don't matter. I just pick him for now, or I hope he changes it, or I know he just busted his last ex-girlfriend in the eye, but I'm gonna pick him anyway. And then I'm gonna say that it's his fault when a relationship don't work. Or you men, she put me on child support, but you was fucking that woman. You didn't want to screen that woman out. You didn't even want to marry that woman first. You should have seen if the one woman was willing to marry you first. Or you should be trying to make women your wife instead of making women your pussy. So don't get mad when you end up on child support. You made those decisions. But at the same time, I don't agree with people just putting all the blame on them. I'm not saying that, because that's not fair to you. I'm not saying you should put all the blame on you. You need to look at what you did wrong and what they did wrong. Why do you got to look at what you did wrong? So you could become a better person for another person. Why do you got to look at what they did wrong? So you can pick a better person. Because if you don't pick the right person, you are fucked. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care how much rap you got, and all that shit does not matter with the wrong person. I don't care how much money you got, all you men, all this and that, I'm this and I'm that, I got muscles, this and that. None of that shit matters with the wrong woman. None of it. Nothing matters with the wrong woman, y'all, or the wrong man. So at the end of the day, if you pick the wrong person, woman or man, that's your fault. And if you do not accept that, expect to do that shit again, because you're not taking accountable for the most important thing of all that makes a relationship work, and that is who you choose to have one with. Period. Period, dog. I see the women putting hearts on their shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not your fault that he switched up, but you still chose that dude. I'm sure there was some dudes that was blatantly the sign of good men. You like, I don't want him. I'm gonna choose this one. So you gotta blame yourself, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Hey, I'm not saying blame all of it on you. I can name a billion things exes did wrong. I can sit here all day and tell y'all, oh, my ex did this or that. That's why you never hear me talk about them like that. There's no point, because I chose them, which really falls on me. I could have left. A lot of y'all chose to stay. You see them doing wrong, you chose to stay. So whose fault is it really? I seen her cheat, but I'm going to stay anyway. And then she do it again, or she divorced me tomorrow after she cheated and did this and this and this and this. But you stayed. Or you chose the woman. Be careful who you choose to have a relationship with. Be careful who you choose to have kids with. It matters, dog. So I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying blame it all on you, but I would more or less blame it on myself. I would focus on what I did wrong a lot more than what they did wrong. Of course, again, before I go, why should you blame it on yourself? So you could become a better person and a better person for somebody if that's what the fuck you want. You know what I mean? Mainly for you, but for somebody else too if you want. And why should you focus on what they did wrong, so you know how to pick a better person than the mistake that you made. If you just say it was just them, it wasn't who I picked, guess what? You're gonna be like a lot of these women picking the same guys. And if you're a man, guess what? You're gonna end up on some other bullshit again. Oh, it's not all women. I even have friends tell me this. That ain't all women, but they doing the same behavior of the same women you was with before. What do you mean? Oh, she's different now, right? Okay, well then, just come back and holler at me when you realize that I was right. That's all I ask. That's all I ask from the men. Like, come back and holler at me when you know I was right. Because you just trying to ignore the fact that the duck is a fucking duck, man. No matter how much I like the fucking duck. She can look like Beyonce, but if the bitch is who she is, that's who the fuck she is. Women flaking, that's who they are. You know, the moment you see a woman flaking shit, all that bullshit, don't even deal with that. I tell men all the time. The moment you see it, get gone. Or that's your fault when she shits on you. That's your fault when she use you for money or dates or something. You could tell by a woman's energy. If a woman really likes a man or trying to get a man to like her, you're going to know. She's going to be fucking, her energy's going to be happy. Her energy's going to be on 10. You know what I mean? Like she's geeked up. But if it's all this subpar shit, you know what time it is. She really wants somebody else. She's just using you for whatever reason. Don't do it. Same thing with y'all women. Don't do it. If they not like acting like you, they biggest fucking fan, they treating you like a celebrity. Or no, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, if they not acting like they are your biggest fan, then they want you to be their fan, basically. Maybe I didn't say that right. Y'all get the fucking point, man. They treat you like a fan, basically. Not a celebrity. Fuck that. Life too short to be... Why would I fucking settle for women that don't really like me when there's women that do like me? That don't make no sense. Women that like you gag on your shit, all this shit. Women that don't, you don't get none of that. You might not get nothing. Nah, fuck all that. And the same thing with y'all women. Men who like you, they treat you like queens. Men who don't, you just getting treated like a cum bucket. That's the best way I could put this shit. I'm out this motherfucker, man. Y'all settle for less if you want to. Not only with just who likes you and who don't, but who you pick. Because ultimately, a lot of times, people really didn't even like you to begin with. They just there because nobody else is around for them, so they settle for you and all this other shit. And then, when shit like this happen, you want to say it's because they ruined the relationship. They never really wanted a relationship with you because they really didn't like you like that. And you chose them anyway. You knew the signs, but you ignored it. You try to force it on them and shit, and they comply, got kind of attached to you and shit, like, fuck it, I'll just stay with him now. Or her, you know what I mean? Fuck that shit, man. It's our fault if we pick the wrong people. Plain and simple. Why y'all think I'm so hesitant to pick people? Oh, he's single because of this or that. Nah, motherfucker. Because I'm smart and I ain't going to just pick anybody. Period, point blank. Point blank. Women got to really show me that they care because I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you it back. But all that little subpar, hot and cold, and all that bullshit, nah, go do that with some other guy. I'm good. I'll just keep moving in life and keep making money and all that other shit. Like, you ain't hurting me. I already seen a baby dead in a casket. You can't hurt me with that. Goodbye. I'll be gone quick than a motherfucker. Like Jay-Z said, first time they fuss, I'm leaving. I say first time they flake, I'm leaving. Or fuss. Because when they start doing that, you know what time it is. That means their whole facade was fake. Oh, Lamar, you the best ever. Lamar, you the best ever. And then 2 days later, she acting funny. That bitch lying. Bitch just wants some free attention or something like that, man. Or the other guy came back around. So now you're nobody. Man, fuck all that. As soon as you see the signs, leave these motherfuckers alone. Flat out.